Hi everyone. Recently my YouTube channel was hacked. Somebody hacked the email account associated with my YouTube channel and hence had access to my YouTube channel. They posted things on it. I don't even know what they posted, and got my YouTube channel suspended. So it was offline. I couldn't get into anything. Now, if this has happened to you, I'm here to help you to get it all back. And it's relatively simple. So the first thing you have to do is go to Twitter and message Team YouTube. We'll put that right below. It doesn't have to be a Twitter account associated with your YouTube. Anything you got. Just go to @Team YouTube. Follow them. That allows them to message you. And then just tweet them. Say, my Gmail account and YouTube account were hacked. Please help. Anything like that. If you're following them, they can then message you, and they will. And they will ask you what your channel name is. In my case, it was the Daily D. And then they will ask you for any email address that you have available. And so what happens is they will send you a form, okay, through that email. And when you get to that form, you only have 72 hours to fill out the form. It's only valid until then. Now that form is going to ask you a lot of questions. I don't have all the questions down, but it's things like what IP, what is your IP? What was the last thing you did on your channel? When did you open your channel? Like month, day, year. I guessed. I didn't have that information. They also ask you for your channel URL. Now in my case, they want that big long number. In my case, have the ability to like brand it. So I'm youtube.com/thedailyd. I did not have that number, but there's a way you can find out, and we're going to put a URL right below here where you can go to figure out your channel number. Now, I didn't have access to that, and I didn't know, so I messaged them back on Twitter and said, I don't have my channel number. He came back, gave me the URL below, but also just found it out for me and gave it to me because I needed that in the form. The last few questions, like if you've uploaded from anywhere else in the past 6 months. Luckily for me, everything was local. If you've traveled to, say, do videos on travel, just list that. They also ask you what happened, and if maybe you were hacked and perhaps an email address associated with that account. So they're finding out that information. Not too long after that, I got an email from Team YouTube, and they told me that yes, indeed, both accounts had been hacked. So the first step they do is they get back your email address associated with the account. Now, when you go through getting your email address back in YouTube, they'll ask you, to send an email to a recovery email, a phone number, all of this. But if the hackers have changed everything, recovering that way is impossible. So YouTube gave me another option through this form, through contacting them, and that allowed me to send an email to my previous recovery email. So even though they had changed the recovery email, an option they gave me was to that. Well, I still had access to that email, so I got it back. If you don't, they offer you more options. Once you get that email account back, they ask you to answer a few more questions to get your YouTube account back, such as your IP and things like that. Once you answer that, they will go in and they will clean up your YouTube channel, get rid of the offending videos. They will release the suspension on your account, and your YouTube channel will be live then. Mine, though, when it goes live, all of your videos are back on private, so you have to switch them so they're public again. They had changed things like the banner, logos, and a bunch of things like that. So you really have to go through the setup and kind of start that over again. I had to get my computer reformatted because they got in through my computer. Well, no, I didn't reformat it. I did it back to factory settings, so I was all secure, and I'm back up and running. Now, the most panic people experience is because they don't know who to contact. How do you contact YouTube? I was frantic and searched, and I finally found something that said Twitter. And that is the way, basically the only way you're going to get it back, and get it back quickly. Mine was back. If I hadn't have had to do the factory settings and all of that kind of stuff, you could probably get it back within about 24 hours if you were able to communicate, or 48 hours. Mine was longer just because I had to work and it was hard to contact them. But there is hope. You can get it back, and I hope I've helped anyone who has had problems with your YouTube channel. Thank you, and good luck.